been a busy and a very hot week. Today is the 14th of December and at the moment I am probably about a quarter of the way through the Chamber of Secrets and I'm probably going to read quite a bit of it today. It is 40 degrees today, Celsius, and it has been 40 degrees since Tuesday. Today is Saturday, so this week has been horrible. It's going to be 40 degrees again tomorrow. We're having just record heat waves in Australia right now, so I don't think I'm going to be doing much else except for that. I have been out to a pot and a plant store this morning to get some Christmas presents, which I'm not going to show just yet, and that was really nice, but it was way too hot to do that. So I'm gonna take some respite under the fan now, and I'm pretty much just gonna read this afternoon and chill out. So maybe I can see if I can just read the entirety of the Chamber of Secrets. That would be pretty exciting, but we'll see. I need to go out food shopping later, and I may watch a film with Jaden, but it also just might be too hot to sit on a couch or a bed and in close proximity with someone else in this heat. So I'll check in with you in a little bit. Page 110 of the Chamber of Secrets now, and I just read a chapter that I had totally forgotten about. In the Chamber of Secrets, Nearly Headless Nick hosts his death day party, and I always forget when I read this about it. It's just one of those things that seems to slip out of my mind, that instead of going to the Halloween party that year, Harry, Ron and Hermione attend his 500th death day party, and they hate it because it's cold and the ghosts are boring and all the food is gone off, and that's just before they discover Mrs. Norris, who is petrified. So that was really fun to read about, and it puts me in nearly halfway through the book as well, which is really exciting. So I'll see how much more I can get read today. Hey guys, as a small update, I don't actually know what the time is. It must be about 10 PM at night on the 14th, and I've just finished reading Morning Star. Said I was going to keep you updated on this thing as I am reading this throughout the month, and I have just finished it, which means I can not get caught up reading this, but I should be reading Harry Potter instead. I'm pretty sure I updated you when I last finished reading Harry Potter earlier with the Death Day party, which put me at about page 110. I'll probably do a little bit more reading tonight, I'm not sure. Kind of feeling tired and lazy, so I might go to bed, but I just wanted to jump in and say that Morning Star is done, and that was a fantastic end to this trilogy. So it's the 18th of December. I finished reading The Chamber of Secrets 3 or 4 days ago, and I just haven't filmed anything since. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on that I won't go into that has just meant I haven't been able to film. So, but I have finished reading it. It was really fun to reread. I feel like I read the majority of the book in one sitting in the end. I just sat down on Sunday and I just read for hours, and that was so much fun to revisit all the characters. So that's done, and I have read maybe the first chapter of The Prisoner of Azkaban. So I have 7 days now, a whole week, to try and get through the third book before Christmas rolls around to meet my goal of rereading the illustrated editions that I have. I am going to wrap up this vlog here though with all of what I have filmed, and maybe I guess I'll be making a vlog for each book, which is kind of nice and neat, but that's all I really have to report on at the moment. I would definitely recommend actually reading the illustrated editions if you have them, because some of the illustrations are just fantastic, and it's really cool to see some, I guess, imagined scenes that have been actually drawn for the things that didn't make it into the movies. And whilst at this point in the books there's not that many things, and I think overall in Harry Potter there's not very many big things that didn't make it into the films, but it's cool to have things like Nearly Headless Nick's Death Day party and stuff like that. It's really cool. So I think the one thing I'm still finding weird rereading them at this point is how quick the pace is, and how quickly things happen. The whole scene in the Chamber of Secrets at the end of the film felt like quite a long and stretched out bit of it, and in the book it's sort of over and done with within a couple of pages. Granted, it's the illustrated sized pages, but there's not a big chase with the snake or anything like that. It just sort of happens and Harry deals with it pretty quickly. So that definitely makes the first few books feel like middle grade fiction or children's fiction, because it's quick and much more to a child's pace, so you're not losing their attention. And honestly, on the back of reading all of the heavy sci-fi I've been reading this year, it's quite nice to have something that wraps itself up so quickly. So I'm curious to see if that's going to change in the third one. I'm really excited to read it because it is my favourite book in the series. I love The Prisoner of Azkaban, probably because it's the one that's the most different from the film. There is so much in The Prisoner of Azkaban when it comes to the backstory of the Marauders that never made it into the film, and I think the films and the backstory and what we know of those characters really lacks for not having the real history behind all of the boys. So I will be back to update you more when I get more through that. I am in the final days of work before we close the office for Christmas, and then I will certainly have more time. My sister is back from over east where she's been living, so she's moved back home now, so it's lots of family stuff going on, not a lot of time, but I'm going to do my best to get through the third one before Christmas. So I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.